I got a message from Lowe's. Oh, hey, we're going to have an unboxing.
This is the Old Guy Network.
Yep. I just received my brand new Metabo 10-inch compound miter saw, model C10FCG, and I couldn't be happier. We're going to go out and see if we can't get into a little bit of trouble with this thing. We're going to have an unboxing today, and before we get started, though, I just want to remind you, smash the like button. Isn't that what the kids say? Yeah, hit that like button, hit the share button. It doesn't cost you anything. Subscribe to the channel, and more people will see these videos, and I'll get more people subscribing, and life just gets better and better and better if you do that simple thing. So, yeah, hit the like button if you can. So let's head on out to the shop now and take a look at this brand new saw I got. Okay, hey, we're back out in the shed, and I just love it when I get packages. It's like Christmas all the time. Actually, I don't get packages on Christmas, so but this is nice, and I know what this is, and you might kind of know, if you watch this channel, you might know what this is, or sort of. I ordered a brand new compound miter saw because, well, the last one I had, it crapped out on me after 5 years. I mean, I bought it used, I paid $5 or $10 for it, used it 5 years, can't complain. So I ordered a brand new one, and let's take a look at it. So let's get my knife. This is gonna be nice. Oh, okay. I love these things. I don't throw these away. I keep them because I do ship out a lot of things that I build, so it's nice to have those. And I don't have to pay for them. All right, we got a box inside a box. And in this box, my Metabo HPT 10-inch compound miter saw. If you don't know what HPT stands for, Hitachi Power Tools. They used to be Hitachi. Now they're Metabo, which, okay. One thing I noticed right off the bat, this thing is very light compared to the other saw that I have. If I get a chance, I'll weigh them both out. I still have the old one. Oh God, and this thing is heavier. So, move this box out of the way and open up this box. Not the proper way to hold a knife, but I don't care. Oh, parts. Cardboard. Just throw that into the other box. Packaged very well. Not packaged to ship, that's why they put it in another box when we ship it, but it's still pretty good. It's green! And I'm still working on benches and stuff here, so we're just going to put one saw on top of the other. Boy, that's greased up pretty good. There's grease all over my hands. Look at this. And I'm scratching up my table saw. Boy, that was ill-conceived. A little closer now. And, ooh, this is nice. So that's it. That's the unboxing. I took it out of the box, right? All right, now I'm going to show you what comes with it. I'm just kidding around. Oh, I probably should not have put my knife away. Oh, that's simple enough. Oh, wait a minute, there's another one. There we go. Do not throw these away. Gotta have good instructions. All right. Got a nice little collection bag here. Of course, later on I will change this out and put a proper hose on here that goes to my my vacuum. See what else we got with this. This is the one I was looking for. This is what I wanted. Let's put all this over here for right now. This should be the handle for the front. I'm going to try very hard not to scratch up the table saw. Normally, I'll open up the instructions and it'll have a packing list in it, and I'll go through all that. And we will go through that in just a second. I want to get this handle on here first because it makes life so much easier. And there's probably a wrench. There could be a wrench in there to do this. But I'm just too damn impatient. They put this bolt in here for shipping so it doesn't slide around, which is nice. And then you just take the handle, put it right on there. Now you don't want to make it too tight because you want to be able to move this. Just, let's get it back down here so you can see it. There we go. Just push this release, it can turn. And then when you have it where you want it, you just lock it in. That's it. I was incorrect. They do not include a wrench, so it's a good thing I had that in there. We've got some little bits and pieces and parts here. And next thing we're going to do is what I mentioned before. We're going to take a look at the parts list. And that will not only tell us if we have everything, but gives me a clue of just what this thing does and what everything is. Our blade, already on. Collection bag, already on. Vice assembly, right there. And then it's supposed to have a 5mm hex bar wrench. Do not see that here. There could be a place on the saw. Sometimes they have a place where they put that, and don't. So that is missing. But that's okay. We got plenty of. I've got plenty of those. Got a holder, front knob, which we already put on, the sub fence, which is this, one flat head screw, and then it shows plate A one piece, which I don't have here, and it does not show this. So that is a little confusing. So I'm going to have to figure out what that other part is, and that's what they're calling it. Plate A, one piece. This thing is so small, I didn't see it in the bag, but we do have that part. So we have all the parts except for the hex wrench, and we can do without that. Now after you've got this handle on, we'll straighten that out. The first thing you're going to want to do, again, don't scratch your saw. First thing you want to do is make sure that you can see this. Okay. This little piece, this little pin right here, that is the lock. Now in order to unlock this, just push it down, just slightly. Pull that. Oh, and there you go. What do you think of that? Pretty good, right? So, I'm still thinking there's some place where they've actually attached that hex wrench. Oh, look at that! And there it is, right there. I was right. I had my suspicions. So we have everything, 100%. Okay, now we're looking at the back of the saw, and this is one of the pieces, the sub fence that came in with the saw. Came with the saw, and we're going to assemble that right now. You just line that up with this hole, it's on this side. Make sure that it slides into this little notch. And you can use the flathead screw. Before you push that all the way in, this piece that I couldn't find before, you want to make sure you have this going the correct way. And there are diagrams in the instructions. But that keeps it from moving. And we just tighten that up with a wrench and a Phillips head screwdriver. And if you need that out of the way, just pull it out of the way. There's a mystery solved. Now you notice I don't plug this in until, see, here's the end. I don't plug that in until we're all ready to go. Now we're going to put on our little vise, and this goes on. As you're looking at the front of the saw, it'll be on the left-hand side, and there's a space for this bar. It just goes right into there, and then you can tighten that up. And then remember this? There was no description for this. It was just left in the bag. That actually goes right here so you can tighten up the vise so it doesn't move side to side. Now I have never used one of these vices on a chop saw before, but I just might now. So, theory is, take your wood. Let's move all this. Put your wood right here. Tighten this down if it goes down far enough. It should. It doesn't. That's all right. Doesn't need to, because at that point you can just take a piece of scrap wood, put it right there. Make sure that your stock is up against the fence nice and tight. Look at that, that just holds it into place. So, saves you from doing this. So now you can just hold over here. Your hands are actually going to be further away from the blade, which is always a good thing. So that's nice. And at least we don't have to worry about assembling the guards or anything like this. On my table saw, I don't use guards because I feel they get in the way, and to me, they make it a little bit more dangerous. I know that sounds silly, but with a chop saw, the guards are necessary as far as I'm concerned. I do not recommend you taking the guards off of a chop saw. Okay? I'm not going to. So, there. Now, the final piece. This is called a holder. Oh, let's go here. Let's engage our lock. And basically, there's two little holes right there at the bottom, if you can see this. Two little holes, and you just slide that in here. All the way, and then you just tighten this up with your wrench. Let's do it the correct way. That's always fun. I'm not going to tighten that too much. I don't know if I'm going to leave that on there or not, and if I do want to tighten it up, I'm going to use the proper wrench, not an adjustable. So there you have it. Now, you also have the option of getting two other holders, and you've probably seen them on other saws, and they go right into here, and then there'll be another set screw here. Same thing on the other side, but those are optional. They do not come with the saw. Now, you might be thinking, why don't they come with the saw? They should. You should get everything with it. Well, the fact is, this saw that is made by Metabo, which is formerly Hitachi Power Tools, cost $99. less than $100 for a compound miter saw. It's pretty difficult to find a really good compound miter saw, even a used one for $100 or under $100. So I'm pretty impressed with the price. That was the first thing, and the fact that it is formerly Hitachi, so I consider it a Hitachi tool, and I've had some pretty good luck with those in the past. But we'll see. We're going to fire this up, and we'll run a couple of boards through it and see what happens. And I don't know. I think it's going to be okay. All right, I've got it plugged in, and I've got a board here that I've already checked with my metal detector. If you're new to the channel, I use a lot of pallet wood, scrap wood, so I check everything through a metal detector first to make sure there's no screws or nails or whatever in it. And I've already done that, so we're just going to do just a 90-degree cut. Oh, like butter. Like butter. That is pretty much perfect. That's beautiful. Let's do a 45. That should be exactly 45. Now let's take a look. Let's use our little vise. And if it doesn't, like I said before, if it doesn't go down far enough, just take a little piece of scrap wood. Make sure it's right up snug against your fence. Now there's a safety. Let's see. You can see this. On the handle, there's a little black button right down here. That's your safety. All right, let's get back here. So we push the safety and pull the trigger. Oh, wait a minute. I didn't line it up. Here we go. And this isn't very loud. I'm actually pretty impressed with the volume. Wow. That's perfect. That's absolutely perfect. And I got to tell you, when you're using a table saw and you've never had one of these before, you don't know what you're missing. I've been using chop saws and miter saws, sliding miter saws. I've been using them a long time, and when mine crapped out, I really miss this. I've had to do all my miter cuts with the table saw, which works, but this is so much easier and better. Now, the difference between a miter saw and a compound miter saw is obviously a compound miter saw will make compound miter cuts. If you're unfamiliar with that, I'll show you real quickly what I'm talking about. First, let's unlock it and show you that a miter saw will move in this direction and in this direction. So you can make cuts like our 45 that we just made. A compound miter saw also, just by loosening this, you can turn the saw to this direction. Obviously, you have to take that back plate out when you do that. But now you can make a cut not only at this angle, but you can also move that if you're making crown molding or doing some difficult shells and you have to have compound miter cuts. This is how you do it easily. And this is a reverse thread on here, so but make sure you tighten that up when you're done. This is quite nice. And just lock that pin in place when you're done. And yeah, this is what it is. It's a $99 saw from Lowe's, made by Metabo, which used to be Hitachi Power Tools. And is it professional grade? No, probably not. Will it do quality do a quality job for you? Yes, absolutely. There's no reason we can't use this to make everything that I'm going to make anyway, and it will probably do a lot more. It's a decent little saw, so far. So in a few months, after I've used the hell out of this thing, which I'm going to do, we'll take a look back and see how it holds up. I'm pretty happy with the way this saw performs right now anyway. It'll do what I need to do. It'll do, miter cuts, compound miter cuts. That's what I wanted. The blade that comes with it is a multi-purpose blade, and it works very well. Cutting through that 2x4 was like cutting through butter. It was simple. I have ordered, I got another blade. Before the other saw crapped out, I bought another finish blade. I believe it's a 60 tooth, and I'll be putting that on later. And when I do, of course, I'll do another video on how to change out the blade and how difficult it is or how easy it is. We're going to find out, because I'll do that a little bit later on. But for now, I'm going to use the hell out of this saw, and maybe in a month or so we'll come back and I can give you my opinion of how it performs. I think it's going to be all right. I mean, it's a $99 saw. This is, no contractor grade DeWalt by any stretch of the imagination, but it is decent, and it looks like it's going to hold up. It's a little lighter. It's only 22 pounds. The last saw was almost 30 pounds, so I'm pretty happy with that as well. I've had saws that weighed a lot more than that, and when they sit on the bench, you don't care, but when you have to take them to a job site, that's when you want, lighter is better as long as the saw is a decent saw, and this one I believe is. So thank you very much for watching this video. I sure do appreciate it, and I like it when you hang out the trailer hood with me. So that's going to do it for me, the OG. For the Old Guy Network, I'm out.